Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates on the beta launch of We Share Abundance. Today, the 21st of February 2022. It's a Monday, and we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly, which is where I'll be heading in a moment, because it's the only place that I tend to see comments and so can answer questions, interact with people. And wherever you're watching from, whichever platform, whichever country, whichever continent, whether you're a visitor or a member, everybody is welcome here. So I'm glad that you're here with us, and let me go over to Facebook now, and I'm going to search for We Share Abundance Publicly, and 21st, okay, click. Looks good so far, looks good so far. On top of the comments list, we have Russ Cowley from Newcastle, UK, followed by Dave Jackson from London, UK, Kathy Sampson from Nova Scotia, Canada, and Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA, Andrew from New Zealand, and we're coming through loud and clear. Thank you. Good. We've got Alan Saunders from South Africa. We got Peter from Kettering in the UK. People coming in now nicely. I am a couple of minutes late, and I want to warn you, if I disappear, it's because we've had a power cut. It's been okay since the big power cut we had, when was it, last Friday, I think, when we had no power all day. But today, just about half an hour ago, we started having little flashes of the electric disappearing just for a few seconds and coming back on. So fingers crossed it'll all be okay. But if I do disappear, you know why, okay? And we've got more from New Zealand just come in. Let me just check. Okay. I have some updates on where we're up to, and I'll be giving you those in a moment. We'll give it just a minute or two longer, just for any latecomers like myself to get in and save them watching the replay. We've got Ramachandra from India, a UK citizen, but in India at the moment, and he is going to be spreading the word through the subcontinent of India about our soap program. Very, very exciting. And he's excited, and I think we have quite a number of our members that are excited, and the ones that aren't don't understand what we've got. Okay, it's really as simple as that. The soap program is something where we're going to pay people for giving away our money. It's as simple as that, really. We're going to pay people for giving away our money, and the people that they introduce through this will have the same opportunity to get paid for giving away our money. It's a weird concept. I don't think it's ever been done before. I'm sure it's never been done before. I don't think it will ever be done again. I think we'll be the only community that ever does this. And one of the reasons that we can do it is because we are a not-for-profit organization. And so all the money that we get in from whatever source goes out to our members one way or another. Maybe in supporting the site, the servers, and the administration costs and all this sort of thing, or it may be directly in payments that go out to them. but everything that comes in is for the benefit of our members. And ultimately, that will enable us to also raise cash through benefiting our members. We'll be able to raise cash for outside purposes as well and be a benefit to non-members through charitable works. So it's a big project. It's, I believe, something that is needed in this world to help get the world back on track of being a beautiful, loving place to be. Every time you look at a news website, or maybe you switch on your TV or listen to the news on the radio, there's so much bad news all around, and we need to get back to good news, and that's what we're about in a nutshell. Where are we? We've got, let me see, you got a few comments since I've been, and I'll just have a check and then we'll get started. We've got Kevin from the Newcastle area, UK, Norman from Doncaster, UK, Naresh from India, I imagine. I am new. How do you generate your profits to pay 50% per month? That's all on the website, and we don't pay out of profit. We create wealth through giving away tokens. I'm not sure I'll have time to go into that in much depth today, Naresh, but if I do, I'll cover it in a bit more detail. We've got Famakinwa from Nigeria, and we have Kingsley from Manchester, UK, and we're going to get started now. So let me start with a short prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member may find the joy of service. And through that service, bless each member, that they may attract into their lives everything that they need and want from you. Amen. Okay. Right. The development. Where are we with development? We've been progressing today. The testers, particularly Liz, I've got to give a big shout out to Liz from Trinidad. She's been doing an awful lot of good work on testing the coding, and so have the others, but I've noticed Liz has been really, really thorough, as she always is, and so the comments that she's made threw up some bugs in the coding, which is what they're testing for. They're looking to find any bugs, and the coding, of course, is for the SOAP program, Success on the Plate. Serving others attracts prosperity. So we've been working on that. There were a couple of queries about how to best address some of the functions, and so Devyani and I have discussed those in depth and come up with between us what we think is the best solution, the best way around it. And so the work progresses. The testing will continue tomorrow. We're hoping that if our testers really get stuck in and do everything they can to test the system, we'll be through with our testing by tomorrow. And as soon as we're happy with the coding in that respect, we'll get the program released, and it will be rolled out initially to 8 of our members that have been selected to be beta testers, and they'll start rolling the program out, and we'll be watching what happens there. We'll be looking for stress testing and all sorts of other things, and once we're happy, shouldn't take very long, once we're happy with the way things are going, then we will release the program to the rest of our active members. And when we release it, all our active members will automatically get an upgrade, one position from where they are now. So you probably have just tomorrow, until the end of tomorrow to, this is just a guess, it might be a little bit longer, but I don't know, to grab that offer that is available at the moment, the pre-launch offer of the sort, whereby you can position yourself at any level, and then when we go live, you'll get a full 30 days at the next higher level. So if you're a free member and you've got no money, don't worry about it, because you will get up onto the first rung of the ladder, and you'll be able to make money immediately. The money will go into your available cash wallet, and the available cash wallet is there. You can withdraw those funds as soon as they hit the minimum. The minimum will be set at $10. I think it's set at 25 at the moment, but when we upload the new code, it will be $10. So as soon as you've made $10, you can go ahead and withdraw it and be spending it. And you can make $10 very, very quickly. You can make $10 within 5 minutes. How? By giving away our money. Okay, that's all you've got to do. So that's exciting. But the people that do have a little bit of cash have been positioning themselves at higher levels so that they get a higher level still at a bargain price. Of course, what I consider to be the best offer is to buy the warrior position for $40, and then when we go live, that will be upgraded to a full 30 days at the warrior chief level, which would normally cost $100. So you're saving $60 straight away. Why do you want to be at a higher position? Very simply, because you will make more money more quickly, not just now, but in residual commissions as well, because we pay residual commissions through 2 levels. And although it is a subscription, a monthly subscription, which is how we're able to pay residual commissions, no matter what level you are positioned at, simply by giving away our money, you will make enough money to pay for next month's subscription at a higher level if you're not at the top level, and also withdraw cash. So it is a subscription, but it will be paid out of your profits, okay? Because everything you make will be a profit. Ignoring the pre-launch offer, which is great because you can get that $100 position for $40. Ignoring that, once we launch, if somebody comes in and decides that they want to be at that $100 position, they pay $100 for their first month subscription. We credit their nest egg wallet with $100 worth of Wheat Abundance tokens. So they're getting a nest egg purchase there of our tokens, which will be increasing in value over a period of time and will be transferred into their Wheat Abundance wallet in 6 months' time. and that is in our wealth building side, our asset building side. But not to detract from the SOAP program and the Easy Business Builder, they will get all the top benefits in that Easy Business Builder program, which are well worth $100 and much more. Just to give you an idea, just the messaging system to send messages out to the number of people that you will have in your downline very soon. If you were to look at an autoresponder, I pay, can't remember what it is, but it's around $300 a month to get response for my autoresponder, because there's a lot of people in there. If you had that number and you were paying $200 or $300, you will have that number very quickly through our leveraged list building system in the Business Builder, and it's costing you $100. But all your future payments will come out of your profits, because everybody will be able to make a profit simply by giving away our money. And the residual commissions will flow as well and grow quickly through not just your personal referrals, but also through an extra tier. We're paying through 2 tiers residual commissions, and that can be very powerful. Okay, so that's where we are, that's what we're doing, and that is our timescale. It's very, very close to you all having this, and it's so exciting. Not only will it bring you instant rewards, instant income that you can go out and spend like that, but it will enhance the liquidity of our tokens, our Weez Abundance token, and it will enhance the value of our Weez Abundance tokens. Currently they're over $300 anyway, but you're going to see that creeping up in the future through the SOAP program. At the moment, liquidity is pretty limited. That means that the demand for our Weez Abundance tokens is not great. It's not like Bitcoin, where you can buy and sell as many as you want at any minute of the day. We will get there, but it'll take us 2 or 3 years. But our liquidity will start improving gradually, and it will sort of go along improving, and then all of a sudden it's going to hit that special point where it's going to go zoom, and we're going to have really strong liquidity in the not too distant future, and I believe we'll hit absolute liquidity within 2 to 3 years. So it's an exciting time to be a part of We Share Abundance. If you are a member, congratulations for already being a member, and if you're not, it's a good time to get in. Okay. Right, let's have a quick look. Got a couple of amens. Jeanette from South Africa. Wonderful to see you, Jeanette. Peter, will there be any business cards available to purchase with the SOAP plan? We are not in the market to sell business cards, but they are a very good idea. I have business cards that I use, and I just drop them all over the place, and I get people signing up all the time from them. I haven't designed one yet for me to use for SOAP, but it's a good idea. But you'll be able to go out and buy them places like, I'm not sure whether Vistaprint operates internationally. I think it does, but you can get 1,000 business cards from Vistaprint for, I can't remember now, but it's not very much money. It's maybe $15 or $20 or something like that. And it's a good idea, and you'll be able to design your own, of course. But I mean, a simple business card might be something like the message I put up on the scheduled broadcast today. You know, will you allow us to pay you for giving away our money? A little image, and then you can put at the bottom, if so, and you can just put your website, your affiliate link to the website, so people can go there. And it's a good idea to put on a QR code so that people can just take a picture of it with one of these things, and it'll automatically take them to your affiliate link. So it's a very good idea, and we will perhaps have some designs for that available for you. It's not something I've planned at the moment, so it may be slightly after launch, but you can always do your own and get them ordered now. Start throwing them about everywhere. Some supermarkets allow you to put your business cards on a notice board and things like that. There are a lot of local merchants that will allow you to do that. And you can, if you're in conversation with anybody, say, I don't know whether this be of interest to you, but it's my card here, take it away. It's a very easy, no conflict way of advertising. You give away 1,000 cards. I don't know. Maybe you only get 20 people. I don't know what the numbers are. But maybe if you give them a little bit of information with it, you can give away 1,000 cards and perhaps get 1 in 2 people signing up. It's a very, let's say, it's a non-aggressive way to just introduce people to your affiliate link and give them some cash. Naresh Govan Pima, how do we sign up now? You just go to, you're in our Facebook group. If you're not a member of We Share Abundance, ask people to contact you with their username, because you need a valid username to be able to join We Share Abundance. That's all you need to do. Okay. And we got Richard from Devon as well that's popped in while I've been talking. So that's where we're up to. Other things are all up to date. The support teams and the KYC teams are doing a great job. However, the KYC team will be under great pressure in the very near future from the SOAP program, and there is no way that we will be able to handle all the people that come in manually as we are doing now. And so we are in discussions with several really good ID verification system people. We're talking to the people that do it for Coinbase. We're talking to people that do it for other high-profile exchanges and businesses. Some we've had to exclude because they don't cover all countries, but most of them cover, or the ones we're talking to now anyway, cover pretty much globally. The acceptance rate tends to vary based on the country that you're in, and there's nothing we can do about that. At best, places like the UK and the USA and Western Europe, Australia, New Zealand get a very high 90% acceptance rate. But places like Nigeria, Afghanistan, it can be as low as in the 60%. So it means that some people won't be able to get ID verified, and there's not much we can do about that. If they're not ID verified, they can't participate. But if you have valid documents, there is no reason why you shouldn't be ID verified. What's a valid document? It can be a driving license, a picture ID, basically. The great thing about these companies is they are able to do it in all sorts of different languages, all sorts of different scripts, and they accept lots of different types of document, and so it will be a lot easier for anybody that has a valid ID, passport, driving license, cedula, voting card, anything that is an official photo ID. These people can accept, and you can do it all in, they claim, under 1 minute. It took me longer when I was testing, but I'm not very adept with any technicalities, and just for me to take a selfie holding the thing with my phone took me quite a while to get one that was acceptable. So it took me, I think, about 10 minutes when I was testing to get verified. But most will be able to do it quicker than that, I know. But even if you're as awkward with technology as I am, then 10 minutes is no big deal, is it? Okay. So that is very important. Another thing that we will need to do is introduce automatic withdrawals, because at the moment we process them manually. And we do that for a reason, by choice, to avoid fraud as much as we possibly can. But again, the number of withdrawal requests we'll be getting, we will not be able to, in the very near future, process manually. There'll be too many of them. And so we will be getting into automated withdrawals, but we've got to beef up security, make sure that your account is as secure as it can be, that people can't hijack your funds. And once we have done that, it will be one of our priorities. Then your withdrawals will be automatic. So as soon as you've got $10, you'll be able to put in your request. It'll need to be verified by anti-fraud measures, but they shouldn't take you very long, probably a few minutes, and then the payment will be automated and it'll go into your wallet in the Waves exchange. So these are all things that are coming. Okay. And we've got Suchitra from India. I know that your son was getting married and you were involved in the wedding there, Suchitra. I hope that all went well. To see you here is a wonderful blessing for us all. Suchitra is a very valued member who helps out an awful lot. She's also a moderator in the Facebook groups, and we value her opinions and her input. And so it's lovely to see Suchitra, and all blessings to your son and his new wife, if the wedding has already been completed, and if not, we bless it when it is. I'm not quite sure when the date was, so, but it's lovely to see you in here again anyway, Suchitra. I know you've been really busy with that, and I hope it was a really joyful experience if it's all been done. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's basically your updates. I do have the numbers here. What time have we got? Yeah. If I get through these, I'll be able to explain a little bit about how we make payments and things. Right. In the last 24 hours, we've had 24 net registrations, bringing our registered members up to 49,301. We talk about net registrations because we take out people that have not been active for 2 months. They haven't logged in at least once in 2 months, and they don't have an active stake. And that varies between 50, a couple of hundred every day. So the net increase means we've just had more people register than the people that have dropped out. Site ranking has been going down until yesterday when it was up again. And it's up again today, but only by 4 places. But it's up to 10,513 in the last 24 hours. The site ranking for Multiply Visa is still dropping. That's down 88 places to 29,215. Multiply Visa had 2 new email verified members again, but nobody new bought advertising. But the bonus pool went up by a couple of dollars to $9,703.52. And our tokens are pretty much stable at the same price as they were yesterday for the Visa token in coin ranking. I notice it's down about $13 in coin ranking for the Visa Abundance token to $307.71. It was $320 yesterday, and 320 is about right. So if people can get them for 307 at the moment, it's a real good deal. I think it may be caused, I've not had a chance to really check on it, but it may be caused by a drop in the value of cryptocurrencies generally. I know they have been going sort of up and down a little bit, but generally downward for the past month or so. And that certainly would seem to be the case because in Waves, which is based very largely on other cryptocurrencies, the value against other cryptos. And then it's down in Waves for both the Visa token and the Visa Abundance token, and where we pull our numbers from for your back office figures is from Waves as well, and so that is down to 284 for your Visa Abundance token in your back office, and down a fraction for the Visa token. Visa tokens are about 1/3 of a cent each. That 284.72 is probably not accurate. 307.71 is probably accurate, and we will, excuse me, in the near future be changing from pulling our numbers from Waves. Instead, we'll be pulling them from coin ranking because it gives a better, more honest indication of the true value. Okay. And Suchitra says, all went well and I'm back now. Okay, wonderful. I'm glad everything went off smoothly and it was a happy occasion. And I know you got to spend time with your mother as well. And it's always lovely to have family getting together. Over the past couple of years with this COVID thing, I know families have been kept apart a little bit, a lot on some occasions. But there seems to be some sanity coming back into life. The UK is perhaps leading the way with getting rid of the imposition that has been placed on people through COVID. whether you deem it necessary or not, it has been an imposition. It has meant that people have suffered through the restrictions placed upon them. And I noticed that Australia, which has been very much criticised by a lot of its own citizens, have now opened their borders to visitors again for the first time for a long time. So things seem to be heading back towards sanity. Never mind build it better. Let's get back to where we were many years ago, where we had free movement of people. People generally were happy and helpful and not worried about insignificant things like common cold, flu, coronavirus, whatever it may be, even things like cancer. I mean, they come into everybody's lives. I mean, there are always ups and downs in life, but people were able to handle them on their own terms. And that right was taken away from them through the declaration of this pandemic, and they were forced to handle things in ways that perhaps they wouldn't have done through choice. So it's nice to see things getting back, giving people a bit more freedom again, getting their freedom back. And our blessings to all those who have fought for freedom throughout this. And of course, blessings to all the people that have accepted the rules, even though they've been critical of them. They've gone along with things for the benefit of everybody else. So good. Okay. So we had a question earlier on about where do we get the profit to pay 50% on our primary staking. The answer is on the website. But basically, if you stake in our Wealth Builder, our asset building side of the business, and a stake is a deposit. It's your money, it remains your money all the time. It's not like a purchase like in the Easy Business Builder where you pay a subscription and that money is a purchase. Even though we give you tokens, that's a gift. But we ignore the tokens that we give you as a gift. That is a purchase. You've spent your money on something of value, and the same way that you would go out and buy a pound of rice or a box of cereal or whatever it is you would go out and spend your money on. You think it's worth that value, so you exchange your money for that. Staking is not that. It's a deposit, like you deposit money into a building society or a bank or whatever. And what you do in our wealth building side, when you stake money, you can only stake up to a maximum of $100. You deposit that money and we pay you, if you like, a reward. We give you a gift of Wealth Abundance tokens every day that you log in. And over a 30-day period, which is the period of the contract for you to have that deposit, if you log in every day, or if you log in for 30 days, it doesn't need to be every day. You can log in every other day if you want, but it's 30 days of logging in. Most people want to do it as quickly as possible, so they log in every day. It only takes less than a minute to log in, doesn't it? You know, you just put your email address, your password in, and you click a button, and it takes a few seconds, and then you're logged in. And then if you want to, you can just log out. You're done for the day, okay? So we pay a reward, and it ranges in value depending on the amount that you have deposited. But if we talk about that maximum deposit of $100, that is $100 worth of Visa Abundance tokens. Now, however you make that deposit, you may make it through coin payments with a cryptocurrency other than Visa Abundance tokens. You may buy Visa Abundance tokens in the Waves exchange and upload them into your wallet. You may, in fact, pay by a debit or credit card, and we will credit you with Visa Abundance tokens. But what you're doing is you're buying Visa Abundance tokens, and then you deposit them into our system. And that helps the liquidity of the Visa Abundance tokens, and it helps maintain the value of the Visa Abundance token because you're buying the tokens. And with you depositing them, you're taking them out of the marketplace. So that helps increase the scarcity and the liquidity. So in return for that, we increase the amount that we pay you in gift tokens for logging in on a daily basis. And whatever level you stake at, and we're talking about the $100 level, you get over the 30 days 150% return. So for 30 days at the 100 level, you get $5 a day in Visa Abundance tokens. That's $5 worth times 30, that's your $150. That is your $100 back, which you can then use to stake again for the next month, and a $50 profit, basically. Where do the funds come from? This is not a case of making money to pay you. It's not a case of making a profit to pay you. We are a community set up in the same way as a country. We have our own currency, we have our own economy, and we print our own currency. And in the same way that the UK prints pounds sterling and hands them out to the civil servants, and the civil servants go and spend them on their cars and their groceries, and so they get out into the community through all these other channels. That is what happens in We Share Abundance. We print tokens. We are, though, restricted to a maximum of 20,000 tokens every month. So no matter how many dollars worth of tokens are required, we can only print 20,000. So that really fixes the price of the Visa Abundance token, because if we have a maximum of 20,000 tokens that we can put out, and if we had to pay out 20,000 in dollars worth of tokens, it would fix the price at $1 per token. If we have to pay out $100,000 worth of tokens, it would fix the price at $5 a token. Now, at the moment, we have a price of over $300 a token because there is more income generated than $1 or $5 or whatever. You know, it's multiplied by all the members staking and doing different things. So that's where it comes from. That is building you an asset base. It's building you something for the future. It is like holding stocks and shares. In the very near future, sometime this year, we will allow you a way to reap dividends on those tokens in the same way that you can be paid dividends on stocks and shares that you hold. The value of stocks and shares goes up and down based on how that company is doing. The value of the Wheat Abundance token will go up and down based on how our economy is doing. With the introduction of the SOAP plan, our economy is going to boom. And so the value of our tokens is going to boom and the liquidity is going to boom. And once you have that ability through secondary staking to, in fact, sort of claim a dividend, it doesn't mean that you have to sell your tokens. It means we will pay you a dividend on the tokens that you have in your wallets with us. And that will be available. It will be transferred. That dividend will be paid into your available cash wallet. So you'll be able to maintain and increase your asset base every month through staking, through our free lottery, it's a free raffle. You can win tens of thousands of dollars in the free raffle, which we pay out again in Wheat Abundance tokens. It's not from a profit because it's a free raffle. Once again, it's a way of distributing tokens to you. It can be through our Power of One bonus, which increases the value of anything that you've earned in the month. But it's all a gift. It's free tokens given to you, and you will be able to keep building that, but maintain that asset value and get a dividend on it on a regular basis as we introduce secondary staking. So that's coming in the very near future. And of course, as the liquidity of the tokens increases, and once we get to a really strong liquidity, we will then be able to say, okay, these free tokens we've given you, we will allow you to sell so many of them every month if you choose to. And so you'll be able to cash them in. At the moment, you can't, because if we were to just say, okay, take all these free tokens we've given you and put them on the market, it would flood the market and we'd have runaway inflation. And before you know where you are, the tokens wouldn't be worth anything because we don't have sufficient demand. We don't have the liquidity there. But as the liquidity grows, as I say, I'm expecting us to have absolute liquidity in 2 to 3 years. Then that wouldn't be a problem. But most people wouldn't want to sell all their tokens at that point anyway, because they'll know that they're getting an income from them. And in addition, they're going up in value every day, probably at that stage. Okay. So I hope that's explained it a bit, but it is all on the website if you care to read all about it. So I think that pretty much covers things for today. I've got an appointment with Dave from Avazu, but I'm not sure what time it's for. I'm sure there will be a message from him in the very near future. So I'll be having a chat with Dave about a few things. I know that they have started selling tickets. Once I clear my desk, if you like, from this introduction of the SOAP plan, and I'm happy that we've got all the support and everything in place for you. Splash pages, email follow-up sequences, all sorts of things that you need or that will help you. Business card templates, banners, all the sorts of things that you will be able to use to help you promote your business with because it is your business within our community. Then once I'm happy that you have everything that you need there, then I want to focus on putting a system in place which will help our members. We've got a lot of members within Avazu as well as being within We Share Abundance, and I want to put something in place that will help all the members that want to sell raffle tickets for Avazu and reap the benefits of a very generous compensation plan that they have in place as well. So that's my immediate future mapped out. Okay, so that's where we are, and we've got Yara popped in as well. Yara is another person that we rely on very heavily to pay withdrawals, and she'll be getting a lot of work in the very near future, and I know she'll be happy to do that. She's always asking, you know, how can I serve? How can I be of help? And that is true loving spirit. And we've got Suleiman in as well, from wherever he's from. He's not told us. Okay, but that's it from me for today. Let me just check and see if I do see any comments. Occasionally, very rare occasion, I get comments from other systems, but I can't see any today. So that's it from me. So that's Monday. And tomorrow is a very, very big day because, one, I'm hoping we'll have finished our coding testing. I don't know whether we will, but it's really, really that close. But in addition, the 22nd of the 2nd of the 22nd, or 2022nd, 22/2/22, it's going to look like in numbers, which is something that I like. I like numbers. I like to see them like that. Okay. And on the hour of 22 hours and 22 minutes tomorrow, so somebody at 5 billion sales also likes to see numbers like that. 5 billion sales is going live. So tomorrow is a big day from that as well. Extra cash that you'll be able to make by basically using their browser, I think, to do whatever you do now using Chrome or Brave or whatever. If you use their browser, you'll be paid $401.50, I think, actually. Don't know why it's that sum, but you'll be paid that for using their browser a year. But the big thing about that is, if you recommend other people to that browser so that they get that $400 odd, you'll receive another $100 a year for everybody you refer. So you can go out and say, why don't you use this browser? It'll make you $400 a year. Tell 10 people, you've made $1,000 a year. Tell 100 people, and you've made $10,000 a year. Tell 1,000 people, you made $100,000 a year. Once again, it's not selling, it's just saying, you know, and you'll have plenty of people to be able to tell about it because of the SOAP program. They'll all be there in your downline. And it's not just direct referrals, it goes down through 16 levels at $5 a level. A lot of money to be made through just getting a lot of people to use their browsers. Okay, so it's a big day for 5 billion sales, and it's a big day for We Share Abundance. I can't promise that we'll be launching at 22/22/22, which is when 5 billion sales will be launching, but we'll be very, very close. Okay, so God bless you all till then. Let me just check before I go to see if there's anything else cropped up in Facebook. Deborah says 5 billion sales is 1 day, 2 hours and 26 minutes. Yeah, they've got a countdown on their clock in their back office. Make sure you're registered with them now, and make sure you tell people about it, get them involved in it, and you can be sat on a fortune. Okay, God bless. I'll see you all same time, same place tomorrow. And until then, goodbye, goodbye. I wish you all goodbye, goodbye. I wish you all goodbye, do 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 do, goodbye.